Hey everybody, and welcome in. Welcome in. It is so good to see you all tonight. It's always so great to see everybody in the chat. Let me back up a little bit. It is great to be here. I um, apologize for not going live last week, but just sometimes life interferes with our hobbies, and it just became obvious as my day went on last week that it wasn't going to happen. So I appreciate you being patient with me, and let me take that night off. And thank you, Mandy, so much for that comment. Mandy, I appreciate you. You are always here. You're so sweet. I love your comments. You're just a doll, and we really appreciate you so much. Let's see, Brian, welcome in. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. I did not pick up a Frosty from Dean's stream. Dean the turkey legster, of course, was live just a few minutes ago, and it was it was a lot of fun. Dean, check out Dean the turkey legster if you haven't already. He does a great show, and got into telling some stories about when he used to work at Wendy's. And if you have ever worked in customer service or with the public, you always have a lot of really funny stories. But at any rate, yeah, thanks for that reminder. And Dave Stragand, welcome in. Welcome in. So good to see you. Mandy, can you see Dave? He thought maybe you may have muted him by accident. Check and see if can you see Dave in the chat? He was wondering. Okay, Dave, passed on your message. Okay, let's see. Who else is in the chat? Hey, Dean, welcome in. Just giving you a little plug there for your Dean's channel. Congratulations on your growth, Dean. Dean's channel is really growing, so y'all be sure and check out Dean's channel. Let's see. Discussions going on in the chat about Frosties, and if you guys are aware, they had as this kind of the special flavor of the season, they did salted caramel this year instead of the peppermint. And Susan and I absolutely love the peppermint. It was so good from last season. It was absolutely delicious. We loved it. And they did, instead of peppermint this year, they did the salted caramel, which was good. It was delicious. It really was. But now the salted caramel, which was the specialty flavor for the holidays, has been replaced again by the vanilla. So you vanilla Frosty fans will be happy to know that. Let's see. Let me look. Oh, Carolyn Loff, welcome in. So good to have you. We appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. Dave, well, there you go. It's a possibility. One of you's in the spirit realm, so you guys can't see each other. It is a definite possibility, Dave. Let's see. Tina, let's see. It's good. It's good to see. We're doing great, Carolyn. Thank you so much. And you are welcome. We appreciate you popping in. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. I've got some things to share with you. Some little special ornament that I bought after Christmas, which is the best time. We are live. Can you see me, Alex? Yeah. Let's see. Can I get a sound check, guys? If y'all don't mind. William will be in, but if one of my moderators or one of y'all could give me a sound check, that would be super. William will be in when he can. He's running a little bit late, but we'll be glad to have him back. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Brian. Wow, I am so behind in the chat. I love it when the chat moves this fast. Yeah. Brian, it's chocolate or nothing. Okay, Brian, my mother felt exactly the same way. A chocolate Frosty was like one of her favorite things on the planet. She absolutely loved them. And so she would totally agree with you on that. And I do too. But I'll tell you that peppermint one that they did for last Christmas, last holiday season was fantastic. So absolutely. Um, yes, Dave, they didn't have it this time. Yeah, they didn't have it this time of year. But they have, oh, Michelle the Quilter, it's so good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Dapper Vanta Crew. Welcome in, guys. I am so behind in the chat. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can catch up. Um, let's see. Oh, thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. Appreciate that sound check. And so welcome in, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. William will be in shortly, but I had a couple of things that I needed to mention. Just want to mention um, uh, our we lost one of our presidents, one of our former presidents, who was still with us. We lost President Jimmy Carter. He passed away on December 29th at the age of 100. And y'all, anybody who makes it to be a centurion, I will. Thanks. Thanks. I'm trying, Alex. I'm trying. Anybody who makes it to be a centurion to age 100 is just, I'm a fan. I think that's wonderful. Carter, I watched his funeral, his funeral proceedings, and then his lying in state in our Capitol rotunda, and then his funeral, and it was very poignant. And I think that regardless of our politics or what your leanings are, it's important that we respect the office of the president. And there were just several times just purely patriotism that I was very proud of, the respect and the order and the pomp and circumstance with which we lay our former presidents to rest. So I just wanted to mention that our prayers are with the Carter family. His dear wife, Rosalind, passed several years ago. Of course, Carter was known for his work really more after the presidency, was well known for his work with founding Habitat for Humanity, and the fact that he actually did, work on those projects, building houses for people. So, great philanthropist. He still taught church at Maranatha Baptist, I think, is where he attended. And then, of course, he and Rosalind, after the presidency, they went back to Plains, Georgia, which was their hometown, and lived there very modestly. And he still taught classes. My Aunt Bonnie, incidentally, told me once that she had gone to Plains years ago and had attended one of his Bible classes, and she was impressed with his knowledge and said that he was a very kind person. So, again, our nation mourns the loss of our president, and our prayers are with the family. He was truly. Hey, William, welcome in.
Hello.
We were just I was just saying something about our losing Jimmy Carter. He passed away on the 27th at age 100, and so was just mentioning that, and it was very poignant, the funeral proceedings, and his lying in state were just very poignant. And our prayers are with the our prayers are definitely with the family. Brian says his grandmother celebrated her 100th birthday. Oh, 100. What, Brian? 108? Oh my goodness.
He's got to be pulling our chain.
Brian, your grandmother is not 108. No, you're Brian. You got to. Surely your grandmother's not 108. If she is, we need to talk to her and find out what her secret for longevity is. Maybe it's drinking 2 Mai Tais a day. I don't know. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. That is amazing. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Welcome in. Um, oh my goodness, are you serious, Brian? That's incredible. That's incredible.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh, that's incredible. Wow.
yeah, man, that
Wow.
wow. I don't even know what to say. That is incredible. Congratulations to her, and she went to Hawaii. Well, we should all do as well as your grandmother. Happy birthday. Uh,
Yeah. Happy
by all
birthday.
means, wish her. That's amazing. She's, that's amazing. Absolutely, Dave. Please tell her happy birthday. Um, Brian said they got some news footage of her for the Channel 3 News in Springfield. That would be fantastic, Brian. Oh, I would love to have that link. So, um, hey, William, welcome in. William is taking care of some stuff there backstage, but he'll be back with us here. There we go. We
Am
have a
I
new setup. Am I right?
okay? What?
What?
Oh, no, I'm. I wish I could show you how ridiculous my.
Your setup is?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a closet. Um. But I like my screen right now is so messed up on my phone. Because you and I, okay, so am I landscape on yours? Because you're showing as portrait on my screen
No, you're
currently.
landscape. You're good.
Okay, I look
You're
fine.
good. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I can't express to you enough how ridiculous this
Uh,
looks right now on my end. I mean
how odd.
my picture is literally, hold on a second, this big on my phone right now. Um and
That
like
is so
we're
strange.
the whole screen is condensed to like this much.
That is so
I
odd.
mean,
And you,
literally,
you
it's
always
it's
live stream
like
on your phone.
yeah, and I do, and so like
That's
literally this
strange.
our viewable screen for me, like I can see the comments fine, but
Yeah.
literally on my phone screen, oh no, hold on,
You're teeny tiny.
I'm teeny
You have
tiny.
just a setting. Okay, we're going to try this again. All right. While William is figuring out his technical issues and getting set up, we will
Okay,
move
it's a
along.
little bigger now.
Better, a little better, a
It's
little
a
bit
little bit
bigger.
bigger, not much, but it's taking up less than a third of my screen. Um, yeah,
And you
Johnny. Hey,
always live stream on your phone,
I
right?
do.
It's odd.
I don't know what's
It's
happening.
odd.
But of course, it would be happening now.
Oh, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that. I appreciate
But
that.
yes, I'm.
Yeah,
Hey, good grief,
Jonathan.
I'm going through it over here.
Sure.
Okay.
Uh, New Year. Well, William, you are in new digs, and so
Yeah,
it's going to take you a little while to get your office set up
yeah,
again. And so, yeah, so we'll just do the best we can.
yeah. If I was someone who had issues with claustrophobia, it would be running rampant right now.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
For perspective, there's a jewelry box up against the wall, small, jewelry box, and then I have the TV tray practically in my lap. I had to step over the chair to put myself in the chair because there's a shoe rack behind me. Um, and so there's no room. Like it's completely occupied from wall to wall right here. Good heavens. And I've got I wasn't sure if we had slides, but I've got the laptop up over on top of a little of some like the little pull out like plastic drawers. It's on
Right.
top of one of those. Um,
I will
yeah,
have to say, I really appreciate all the effort.
I, I'm 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 basically streaming from a phone booth right about now. Uh, it's something, but hey, I'm here and I'm having a good
We're just
time, and and I did the best I could. I didn't want you to see that. Granted,
What, Michelle?
again, I didn't want you to see over here, and so I knocked it down. But anyway, I put Jillian's Disneyland Spirit jersey up because I'm like, oh, that's nice. Lighting. Thank you, Michelle. Actually, the lighting could be much better. It's probably going to blind me by the time the screen's done. But yeah, there we go.
That's great.
Inspector Gadget.
There you go.
Yeah,
Carolyn
thanks,
Life.
Carolyn Life. But yeah, it's
Hey,
I'm here and we're having fun. I won't be able to write down names unless I look kind of go back and forth here. Maybe I could pull it off. Who knows? But
Mr. Juma, welcome in. Welcome.
Anyway, it's quite the experience right now.
Jonathan, please insert 25 cents to continue your call. Otherwise, we'll have to cut you off. Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan wins the chat. Jonathan is in the lead. Jonathan wins the chat so far, guys. Okay, let's go ahead, guys. Mr. Juma again.
But did everybody see my hat though? Look at my hat.
I did. Is that? Oh my gosh, hat.
It's a Powerline Roosevelt's hat, which I believe are now sold out on Roosevelt's website currently.
Yeah,
but got the Powerline logo over here, kind of like an electric pink or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's super cool. This is Powerline on the back.
Wow, that is and it's a Roosevelt's. You got some goodies from Roosevelt's for Christmas.
Yeah, I guess I was good this year.
I can see why that wouldn't be sold out. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. That is a great hat. I agree, Carolyn Life. It's special to William and his dad.
It's a top 5 for me, Carolyn Life. I've done some recent reflection, and in no particular order, my 5 favorite Disney movies of all time. Well, I think I messed it up. I just thought of one that I don't think was in my list. Okay, it's top 6 favorite Disney movies of all time. In no particular order. Lion King, Aladdin, Goofy Movie, Incredibles, and let's see. Hold on a second. Run that back. Let's see. Lion King, Aladdin, Incredibles, a Goofy Movie, and then number 5 is actually I think I got that right. Pirates of the Caribbean. The computer wore tennis shoes. Nice here for the comments. Yeah, I believe that's my top
like that
5,
one.
I believe.
Here for the comments.
My favorites.
I love that one. Yeah. I love that one because I'm such a
Kurt Russell fan.
A fan of the Kurt Russell just basically got his start. He was so young in that movie, and I still love him. Yeah. Jane and Travels, welcome in.
Hey, welcome in.
So
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yep. Alex, I think I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, Alex, what is your favorite?
Hunchback of Notre Dame there.
Oh, is it? Oh, did I miss it? Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Brian says, so if you were running a magic lamp, you'd wish you were a goofy superhero pirate named Simba. There you go. Right. There you go. It's pretty good.
There you go, Brian. Way to mash them up there, Brian. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna run over quickly, guys, to this day in Disney history. We are also a couple more things that I've got in my notes, guys, that I wanted to mention. The California wildfires, our prayers, oh my goodness, are with the people of California in those devastating wildfires that have consumed so many neighborhoods along the coast, especially the Pacific Palisades area, it's just
Mm.
awful and unbelievable. As we watch this on our TVs, I'm horrified. I have been to California several times. Jeff's and my last trip was actually his first trip to Disneyland in 2019, and we traveled all up the coast and drove drove the Pacific Coast Highway there. All the homes, it's just unbelievable to me. I can't even process it. What I'm seeing, as I'm sure a lot of us in the rest of the country are failing. So our prayers really go out to California, and it just sickens me that California is forever changed. It will never be the same as it was. Not that any area changes a lot, but it was California. There were family businesses that were destroyed that have been there for decades.
Yeah.
There were homes that had been there for decades. It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is.
You live 3 miles from there. Oh, wow, Brian. So at any rate, our prayers definitely are with you. And let me go ahead and I realize we're running a little bit late, y'all, but we're getting kind of a late start this year. But we're getting, but we're still we're gonna kind of catch up. I wanted to show you the rest of our Christmas cards right quick because we appreciate you guys so much for sending us cards. You know how much I love them. I had a Disney trip this year. I did not, with all of the things going on in our lives. We've been pretty busy for the last 6 months or so. I did not get cards sent out, so I apologize. But I still may, send out a couple, maybe New Year's cards, just because I love to do that. But here are some more cards that we got. Warmest wishes. Absolutely love the cards. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This is from Jeff, Angela, Zach, and Abby of Diz Our Dream. So thank you so much for that. This one is beautiful. Look at that. How pretty. And this one has John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. This is from Matt, Jeanette, Victoria, Adriana, and Darren. May the wonder of his love touch you this Christmas and bring you peace and happiness in the new year. What a fantastic sentiment. This is from Jeanette, Sebastian the Crab, and her family. Thank you so much for that, Jeanette. Got a couple more here. Making spirits bright with a snowman. I love snowmen. Isn't that neat? So cool. And this is from Lisa, Keith, and Joey. From Lisa, Keith, and Joey. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate it. Captains of our team replay. Thanks so much. And a couple more. This is from Mark and Irene and Wally. Oh, my goodness. Wonderful World of Walter. What a wonderful year. Can y'all see that? What a wonderful year with some great, great pictures of them. We love Mark and Irene and Wally so much. And Irene always does such a great card and puts, there's that neat, get pictures of them and writes a little, something on the back. And I've always wanted to do one like this, but
kind of year in review type thing.
Yeah, but I just never have pulled it together in time. So maybe next year, we also talked about doing a family calendar. So maybe we can get ourselves together well enough next year. We won't be crazy busy meeting ourselves coming back, and we can do that. But thanks so much, Mark and Irene. We love you guys. Now this one is adorable. This is from Jennifer and Ron. Check this one out. How cute is that? And I don't think you can see the sparkle, but it's all sparkly. It has glitter.
Mm-hmm.
Again, many have glitter. So cute. Thanks so much for that. Is from Jennifer and Ron Caruso, and of course, y'all know Jennifer Caruso. So sweet, and a really pretty card. I wish you guys could see the glitter on it. It's very pretty. And then the last one is but I think that's it. This is a personal one that I got from family, but so this is not from a YouTuber. But at any rate, thanks so much, guys, for those. And I'm not going to promise this could be the last Christmas item, but I'm not going to promise because you guys know what a problem I have letting go of Christmas. And so the separation anxiety is probably going to get me. Jason, hey, welcome in.
Hey, Jason.
Looks like the old animation. Exactly.
And so Cargo, Jane and Travels.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, y'all.
Thanks so much. So
Cargo. Tina says, Dawn, you didn't get ours, or did I miss it? Oh, it may have been covered in a previous stream there, Tina. I believe it was about 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago.
I think it may have been. I think it may have been. Yeah. So yeah, but I think
I seem to recall that.
Check to be sure. But
yeah.
At any rate, and I'm going to show you this because I absolutely love this. You know what this is? It's an ornament.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys remember
the Macy's balloon?
Yes.
That's
yes.
Neat. Yeah, that's
How cool is that? This is blown glass. It is a Macy's exclusive, obviously. It's a Hallmark ornament. Hallmark does these every year for Macy's. It's dated. And let me pull this out. It's so cool. It's blown glass, and I just fell in love with it. Y'all, this is still, to my knowledge, on Macy's website. How cute is Minnie? And she
cute.
would be, she would be flying, down the parade route. So this is a replica of the Macy's, the new parade float balloon that was in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade this year. And she was like this, she was being pulled along the parade route like that. But isn't she adorable? And she's blown glass. She's just beautiful. So, and
Alex
she
says,
is regular.
Please don't show that to Miss Alex.
Okay, Alex, I've got
funny.
a secret for you. These were regularly $19.95 on the Macy's website. They are marked down right now to $7.99.
There you go.
On the Macy's website. So there you go. Great after Christmas. She's just beautiful though. See how shiny she is? And she's really a good size ornament, as y'all can see. But I just loved it. I thought she was so cute. Now, Macy's has, y'all, Macy's always does ornaments. Thank you. I love it, Michelle. And they always do, Hallmark always does ornaments. And there are other things. They always do a commemorative snow globe every year. And the year that was 2005 when Susan and William and I actually went to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. I do have the commemorative snow globe from that. Anyway, check out Macy's website for some deals on.
Alex said, "Okay, $7.50. You can show that to her."
Okay. Okay. Macy's.com, y'all. Macy's.com. I did want to show you that. At any rate, this day in Disney history, just quickly, guys, 1938, the day after Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Radio City Music Hall debut, the New York Times published a review by Frank S. Nugent of Disney's very first animated movie. Page 21 contained a drawing of Dopey and this review. Sheer fantasy, delightful, gay, and altogether captivating. Touched the screen yesterday when Walt Disney's long-awaited feature-length cartoon of the grim fairy tale Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs had its local premiere at Radio City Music Hall. Let your fears be quieted at once. Mr. Disney and his amazing technical crew have outdone themselves. So they after all the the obstacles and naysayers in the press, they got wonderful reviews. Obviously, for and much deserved for
Yeah.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. 1955, the Donald Duck short No Hunting, directed by Jack Hanna, is released. Donald goes hunting after being inspired by his pioneer ancestor. Narrated by Robert C. Bruce, the voice cast includes Clarence Nash and Bill Thompson.
Mhm.
Disney's first short of the new year, it was nominated for an Academy Award in
Wow.
short subjects and cartoons. And by the way, if I'm not, and I think I read this recently, Disney has more Academy Awards than anybody else, than any other entity.
Huh.
Not surprisingly, in their 100-year history. The Disney company has more Oscars than any other company. 1969, actor, director, and producer Jason Bateman is born in Rye, New York. So happy 56th birthday to Jason Bateman. He is the voice, of course, of Nicholas P. Nick Wilde, the Red Fox con artist in Disney's 2016 animated Zootopia. And Zootopia is going to be in my top 10, I think, William.
Yeah.
I think I could put Zootopia in my top 10. In 1986, he appeared in the Thanksgiving Promise, an episode of The Wonderful World of Disney. Bateman's Miramax credits include Extract and The Switch. So happy 56 to Jason Bateman. I didn't realize that Jason Bateman was that close to my age. I really did. I guess.
Have you seen his movie on Netflix? I think it's him and with Taron Egerton.
No.
He's the bad guy. Yeah.
Really? Jason Bateman, bad guy?
He's the bad guy, and in this movie, it's called Carry On. Yeah, there we go. Did you see Carolyn? Me and Carolyn are on the same page.
Oh, Carry On. Oh my goodness, Jeff and I watched that just the other day. Oh my gracious!
Yeah,
and he was an amazing bad guy.
Quick disclaimer: not remotely family friendly. Very intense. You know, and there's language too, so bad language too. So yeah, it's intense, and there's some definitely language in the movie, but it's pretty thrilling. It's pretty thrilling movie. That's a Carry On Netflix. Jillian and I watched it, and it held our attention the whole time. Pretty good. But yeah, again, not once again, disclaimer: not family friendly.
No, but Jason Bateman, it was recommended to us by some friends, and so we watched it. And Jeff and I both enjoyed it. We really did.
Were the friends Bobby? Was it Bobby that?
Yes.
So I recommended it to Bobby.
Oh, you did.
So here's the thing. Here's the chain. So Jillian and I watched it, and then I stopped by and visited with Bobby. And he was watching Ozark with, I believe, Jason Bateman and that.
Oh,
and I told him, I said, hey, he's in a movie that Jillian and I just watched. Is pretty good. and so it's definitely it's a thriller, suspenseful, action packed. Again, language, so not family friendly, but it's pretty good movie.
It is. It was again. It's a thriller. And so
I mean, Jillian and I both said, Netflix or whatever studio produced it, they easily could have put that in theaters and probably could have made good money on it because it was solid.
Yeah. I think so. It really was. And there were throughout the movie. I'm sorry about chasing this rabbit, y'all, but throughout this movie, there were some things, that Jeff and I said, well, he should have done this or he should have done that, or most people would do this. But over the years, I have learned to just let it go and be entertained. Yeah. It's called Carry On. And it's obviously, airport thriller. And Jason Bateman is the terrorist. And it was like, when I realized that it was Jason Bateman, I was like, what? I thought that this is different, but I'm sure he enjoyed. A lot of times, actors will say, who play good guys most of the time, will say that it's really interesting for them, and it kind of stretches them as actors to play a bad guy,
Yeah.
to see if they've got it in them, to portray a bad guy. Anyway, yeah, yeah.
So back on
So
track. This day in Disney history, 2014. Oh me. This day in Disney history, 2014. Disney rolls out a high-tech Fast Pass
yeah,
Plus at the Magic Kingdom in
yeah.
Florida. Fast Pass Plus allows reservations on up to 3 rides a day at the popular Walt Disney World Park. Guests who stay on property can reserve 2 rides can reserve rides 2 months or even longer in advance. Disney hopes this will end the mad race to Fast Pass machines when the park opens. There are plans to add it at the other parks in coming weeks. So, Fast Pass Plus, this day in Disney history, 2014.
R.I.P.
Yeah, RIP. We were on
Moment of
the
silence.
leading, yeah, we were on the leading edge of that. I could
Yes,
remember,
we were.
and and that was the,
We were.
that was one of those things that really, we were thinking about, and thinking about the channel, and thinking about helping folks. That was one of those things, because we'd see people and we help people in the park,
Yeah.
with Fast
Yeah.
Pass Plus,
Well,
the
so
people,
many people didn't realize that it was free,
yeah,
and they didn't. Not only did they not, now some did not. Some knew that it was available, but they
yeah,
thought it was paid.
yeah,
And for so many years, y'all, oh my goodness, here we go with another squirrel. But so many people did not realize that it was free,
yeah,
and
and that
it
you
was
could
it
do
was
it
one of those times
yourself,
that you
because
could do it yourself.
there were people that had no idea that,
Yeah,
with the app, how to, navigate the app or any of that. And so, we were able to help people.
yeah,
Um,
we were.
and
In the parks, I mean, we
yeah,
would help people, in the parks, and then the old paper fast passes, y'all. I have some of those paper fast
yeah,
passes. I still have some of those, and I hang on to things like that because it's from a bygone era, unfortunately.
yeah,
But then they put it on the app, and William and I, those were um, the golden years,
yeah,
I guess you might say, of Disney, where we were
yeah,
just really on top of it. And they were post blip. They were,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
uh, call it the blip.
The pre blip.
The pre 2020. So
Yeah,
this was, excuse me, pre blip.
yeah,
And there was a definite change. But at any rate, yeah, the
yeah,
fast pass.
yeah.
So,
No, I mean, well, the other thing too, Fast Pass, and
oh,
then
Carolyn.
the Max Pass there, that Jillian and I used on our trip in 2017, to there to Disneyland.
Disneyland. Yeah.
Was, we I remember calling you and Dad at like lunchtime, and I was like, well, we've hit, pretty much. I think at that point we had hit pretty much all the major rides. We were standing in line for Space Mountain. And I remember saying, all right, here's all the
Oh,
stuff we hit. And y'all were just like, wow, that's crazy. um,
yeah.
and it was, really, really incredible how
Yeah.
much ground we were able to cover that day. Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
we,
Jeff and I
we,
used Max Pass in
yeah,
2019 at
yeah,
Disneyland as well
yeah,
when we were there. And Brian said, yeah, he used to get people asking me all day how much are those fast tracks.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, and now Max Pass, am I
Uh,
right, Brian? Because Jeff and I paid for Max Pass
mhm.
when we were at Disneyland, and of course at the time, Fast
It was
Pass
like,
at Disney World
$15.
was free. It was
Yeah,
$15 a
yeah.
person. So, but that
And
included
that
your
included your
photos,
pictures also, which was pretty awesome.
included your pictures,
Um,
which was pretty cool. Yeah, and Tina, nothing is free. They were
yeah,
included.
yeah.
The fast passes were a perk. Uh,
It was a
you
benefit.
know, it was,
Um,
and that was always a selling point for William and me, when people would say, "Oh, Disney vacations are way too expensive,"
Yeah.
but there were so many perks, guys,
Yeah.
of even for staying on property. There were so many things. You had the Magical Express. You had free Fast Pass. So many things and we could list them ad nauseum because there was so much that they have cut out. So at any rate, RIP Fast Pass.
Yeah, RIP Fast Pass.
Mhm.
This day in Disney history,
Yeah.
2016 actor
Right.
and director Alan Rickman passes away at age 69 in London, England. His touchstone and Disney credits include The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 2005, Alice in Wonderland, the live-action version, in 2010, Alice Through the Looking Glass, 2016. Harry Potter film fans will remember him best for his role, of course, of Professor Severus Snape.
Snape, yeah, which was one of our favorites. But Alan Rickman, one of my favorite. Well, he's a fantastic actor. William and I are huge fans, as are most people that were familiar with his body of work. But he he played villains brilliantly. He played the villain in Quigley Down Under with Tom Selleck. And the only reason you'd ever want to watch Robin Hood is to see him play the Sheriff of Nottingham because he was so good at it and he was so handsome in that movie, as well as Hans Gruber, y'all, in the Christmas movie Die Hard. So just brilliant. Just a brilliant actor. He was so good, and by all accounts, he was a wonderful man. And we were thrilled. Remember, when we found out that he would be playing Professor Snape when Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter movie, was coming. But yeah, and let's see. So Disney news, guys. William, I have the slideshow queued up.
Oh, do you? Okay.
If you like to, let me go to it. All righty.
All right, good deal.
Might be a little easier there since you're like a sardine in a can tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh my. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Hitchhiker's Guide, Alex.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've never watched it.
Alex, I don't think I have either. Ooh,
Yeah.
Do I have homework? Wow. I don't think I've ever seen it. Alan Rickman in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think somebody said a depressed robot.
Really? Wow, Alex, I'll have to. I will definitely have to check that out. Okay, guys, Happy New Year. We may be a little bit late, but we're still in January. I will, Alex, and I'll get back to you and let you know how I like it. I have always meant to watch it, and honestly, I think I watched it once years and years and years and years ago, and I don't remember it. So, but I'll definitely homework. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Somebody send me a reminder. One of y'all send me a reminder on Instagram to watch that. Okay. Again, Happy New Year. We hope that all of you are having a fantastic New Year so far and getting off. I know 2024 was such a hard year for a lot of people that I've talked to. And it was kind of tough for us too, honestly. There were, we lost some friends. We lost some dear friends. It seems like 2024 was kind of a struggle for a lot of people, a lot of change. And so we're hoping, we have high hopes for 2025, and I hope that your 2025 is going well. so far. I really do. We're gonna just cover, guys, some Disney news, some things that have happened recently, and announcements and what have you. There is a new Haunted Mansion bride souvenir sipper at Disneyland, and it's confirming the previous rumors that Haunted Mansion would have a new bride, if you will. The new bride at the Disneyland Haunted Mansion will be a projection. They're changing it from the 50-plus-year-old Pepper's Ghost effect that has projected the bride for years and years and years. She will be a projection. And so they've introduced this really cool souvenir sipper. Now, Jillian pointed out that the strap on this thing says Disney Parks.
Okay.
And since it says Disney Parks, that's a little tip off that this probably will come to Walt Disney World as well. But she lights up. I wondered where her hatchet was, but Tina suggested that it's hidden in her bouquet. So, but it looks like her face is lit up just a little bit, and then the candelabra that she's holding. So that's really cool. Love that. According to the Disneyland Resort website, last Tuesday there was news that Haunted Mansion Holiday would return November 14th. And that would mean that on October 31st, guests would be able to ride the standard version of the attraction for Halloween. And a lot of people were really excited about that. They, to be able, especially since it's Disneyland's 70th anniversary. But a correction was posted not long after that and let us know that Haunted Mansion Holiday would begin on August 22nd at the beginning of Halloween time.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
They posted a correction.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I thought that, that's interesting.
And it was not too long
welcome,
after
Michelle.
I noticed it, like really close. I had prepared, the slideshow and notes and what have you.
Yeah.
And put that in.
Yeah.
And then I went back to review like Walt Disney or Disney News Today, Walt Disney World News Today, which is a fantastic source for news. And they posted that they had come back and corrected that. It was and a lot of people were really disappointed because a lot of people were excited to have the standard version of the ride for Halloween. So at any rate, good night, Dean.
Have a good night, Dean.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Michelle,
for being here. Yeah. You're welcome, Michelle. You're welcome. At any rate, that's a story there, and there's that really, really cool sipper. The correction, everybody just kind of this unanimous, groan in the cosmos because social media followers were really excited to have the traditional Haunted Mansion there for Halloween. They haven't had that in a while because it's always the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. Disneyland's 70th anniversary celebration begins on May the 16th and runs through summer of 2026. So, if you want to plan a trip, to be there for the 70th anniversary, by all means you should. You can contact Jillian. She is a Mickey Travels travel agent. Just wanted to give her a plug, and her contact information is in the description of this video. But that 70th anniversary celebration, I feel like they're going to, they're going to do some good stuff for that. What do you think?
I think so. Another thing too is, I got a lot of really cool, was it 60th or 65th?
60th. It was the
60th.
Jubilee. It's the
Yeah.
Diamond Jubilee.
I got a
Mhm.
lot of neat discounted merch from the Disney store in Grapevine for the 60th anniversary.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and you know, yeah, but so
Absolutely.
you've got a neat coffee mug, and I got Dad,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know, baseball. I
Mhm.
think we have a
Now there was some cool stuff.
genie plush maybe, and so there's some
Oh
really
yeah.
really neat stuff. So definitely, you know, at the conclusion or toward the end of the anniversary, I'm going to have to make a trip out to the Grapevine Mills Disney store and see if I can cash in on any 70th anniversary merch. Uh,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like to get we have some good anniversary
we do,
merch from, from different, different years from Walt Disney World
yeah,
mostly, but I love to get those, those commemorative
yeah,
items that they put out for anniversaries. So they're just great
yeah.
keepsakes. They really are. Um, and I did want to mention that the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland is currently closed, but it's scheduled to reopen on January the 18th, which
Hmm.
is not, not very far away. They've been closed for a while for expansion of the exterior queue and grounds,
I
and
I thought it
an
was open again.
ADA accessible hallway and elevator were also added. According to the article, according to the piece, it said that it's scheduled to
Hmm.
reopen on January the 18th. So,
Oh, man,
according to
I thought it opened again. All right,
the piece
well there you go.
that I read. So there you
Have a
go.
good night,
That's
Brian. Thanks for
our
being here.
Haunted Mansion, our Haunted Mansion news. Of course, this is fantastic. I don't know. I don't know if you or Jillian took this picture. Do you remember? William, this is a great picture.
I believe I took that one.
Yeah, it's
And if
great.
not, and if it wasn't me, Jillian came up right after and took the same picture. uh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
took some really cool pictures. Um, you know, there the last night. So what's that? Last year? I guess it was last year. Um, went with Jillian's parents. You know us. You know, me and Jillian and the boys went with Jillian's parents to Disneyland. And the last night of the trip, you know, I had worked so hard. um, you know, and Jillian and her mom were tired, and so the boys were tired and a little bit cold too, and so um, you
Thanks so
know,
much,
they
Carolyn.
decided to go back to the hotel, and so I helped get them back to the car. You know, I went, you know, so
Right.
hopped on the tram, made sure they got back to the parking garage and in the car, and having driven off safely. And so I went back into the park, and I hit Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, Big Thunder, and then let's see, I walked through Galaxy's Edge because I wanted to, and I was like the only person there. It was awesome. It's like
Wow, that's incredible.
me and cast members, and
Wow.
there I might have come across two, three people total in all of
Mhm.
Galaxy's Edge. Um,
Man,
but I walked
it's a
all the way through.
great time to take pictures.
Yeah, and so I hit what was it? I walked all the way through, and then I went and rode Indiana Jones, and then there was like 5 minutes left till park close. And I said, "Hey," I said, "Can I ride this again?" And she
No
said,
problem, Brian.
go ask." And so they sent me through a quick way to get back around the line again to ride it again. And it was really I did some shopping too, of course, but
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
it was a good time. But yeah, I think I may have taken this picture then. I can't. It like I said, it's
Mhm.
very small on my screen, but I took some really neat pictures.
Yeah, it's a really pretty it's a beautiful shot,
Yeah,
of
I
what
was
it looks
very
like.
impressed with the low light setting on my phone uh,
Mhm.
on
Mhm.
some of the pictures that I got.
Yeah. So that was just a really pretty one, I thought. Just quickly, guys, I wanted to cover Run Disney, kind of pivoting a little bit here. Um, Run Disney events have been announced. Were announced last week. for Walt Disney World. And so you can see the 2025, 2026 calendar of events here. This is also, this is Walt Disney Resort, Disneyland, and they still have some virtual races. Guys, remember they started those virtual races in 2020 when the park was closed, and you can still sign up for those. So I suggest if you want to make any of these that you jump on them pretty quickly, because they fill up fast. They really do. I did one virtual 5K and totally enjoyed it. It was tons of fun. And the medals are awesome. The medals are just wonderful. So really enjoyed that. So you've got the Disney Wine and Dine Half Marathon in October. You've got a Disney Princess Half Marathon, Walt Disney World, let's see, Springtime Surprise Weekend, Run Disney. And then at Disneyland Resort, you have September 4th through 7th, the half marathon weekend, and then 2026 race details to come. And then you have the 3 dates there at the bottom for the virtual races. So this is one of those things that I would love to. If I lived in Orlando, I would do this.
Yeah,
I would totally do this. But I'll tell you, at this point in time, and this is my fault, I'm so out of shape that it would take me the entire day to recover, and I'd miss a whole park day if I was, if I was to try to do even a 5K, which is really sad but true. But yeah, these are fantastic. I would totally try to do some of this if I lived there in Orlando a little closer. But at any rate, that's your Run Disney calendar of events. And now they have announced as well, guys, some the deals. They periodically drop deals during the year, but the new vacation deals that they've offered beginning year has they've given us a lot. Which is a lot of fun. You can check those out. Jillian, of course, has all the details if you're interested in planning a trip. The earlier you plan, the better off you are. For the past few years, it's interesting. Disney has been running what I call a rubber band test, to see how far they can stretch those price increases before guests stopped buying. And with Epic Universe opening on May the 22nd, Epic Universe is the first new theme park to open in 26 years in Orlando.
Really, in the age of social media.
Yes. Animal Kingdom opened April 22nd of 1998. And Disney is clearly nervous about them taking a large part of the market share in the short term. And as they should be. And, the wonderful thing about it is always that competition is just good for us as guests. They push each other to do better. And I love it. So you've got a lot going on here. You've got Epic opening May the 22nd. And Disney plans to begin major construction in 3 different parks: Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. And so, I really think that Disney is, they're kind of behind the 8 ball on this. Now, they have kind of played it off as, we're doing fine. We've given you Galaxy's Edge. We've given you enough recently that we're not worried
Tron,
about
Guardians, Guardians, Cosmic Rewind, Galaxy's Edge.
That they are. Yeah, we know that that obviously they're worried, and so these are some pretty deep discounts, guys, to lure you, to keep you in Walt Disney World instead of Epic Universe, which good luck with that, because everybody's going to go to Epic Universe. And in fact, we plan on hopefully being at Epic Universe just not long after it opens. So you have just, a couple things there on the screen. Florida residents always
Good
get
point,
really,
Jonathan.
yeah, I love their Florida residents deals always do. To be fair, when Animal Kingdom opened, it wasn't much to look at until about 2000 when more stuff was inserted. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Of course, I love Animal Kingdom. So I love Animal Kingdom. Alex, don't get me started on the construction. Oh man, I know. But there are some good deals there. Even Disney Plus subscribers, guys, save 50% for third and fourth guests under 18 years on cruises. I mean, there's some good deals out there. So, again, Jillian can navigate all of that for you. If you're interested in a cruise or, booking a trip to the parks, by all means, check out her information in the description of this video and reach out to her. But that's kind of what's coming up. And yes, Alex, the thing is with Magic Kingdom, y'all, they are okay. They're going to start construction on Villains Land now. Bob, they had already begun moving land, or moving earth, if you will, behind Big Thunder Mountain, which is where Villains Land is going in. They are closing. Now, see, in my mind, all of this is connected, because they're closing Big Thunder Mountain Railway to block the view of Villains Land, which is going in directly behind it. Now,
I will say, I hope we get the, if we're making edits to Big Thunder, I hope we get the dynamite.
Yes.
The blowing of the dynamite that you get at Disneyland. There,
yes.
At the Disney World version of Big Thunder.
Absolutely.
Maybe they'll throw some other neat effects in there also, because the dynamite is really cool.
It is.
It's a neat effect there at Disneyland for their version of Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, it is. It's great. So you're going to have, Big Thunder is shut down. You also are going to have, if they go through with this idea that I just loathe, I hope they come to their senses. They're going to take out Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island, concrete that over, and put in a Cars ride. I hate that idea, and a lot of other people hate that idea too. That taking out that oasis in Magic Kingdom that's been there for 50 plus years and is part of the landscape of Frontierland, in order to put in a Cars ride. I hate that idea, but I won't get too far down that road. We may cover that at a later time, but at any rate, I feel like a lot of this, at the heart of a lot of this, is the fact that Disney is acutely aware that Epic Universe is about to open this year. So, at any rate, Magic Kingdom's going to be a mess for a while.
Yeah, and I think to me that's the craziest part is let's crank up a ton of construction after we just finished the major construction. That I'm incredibly bitter about how long it took to give us what they gave us at Epcot.
Yeah.
It's absolutely 100% laughable.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, we got a building, that people have made fun of. We got a stage, and we got a planter and a statue of of wall, and that's
Right.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
And they had it closed for forever and made
Yeah.
people walk around.
Yeah.
Um,
Years and years. Yeah.
but anyway, all that, that's moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, I mean, to their credit, they are responding.
They are.
And so,
But not with Disney. Disney's usually more on top of this.
and I will
You
say
know,
another thing too, real quick. They are, they're leaving Dinosaur open, which I thought that was, a good call. Granted, they're closing,
yeah.
other stuff in Dino Land, kind of phased closing, if you will. It's there you go. But but anyway, that was my thought process was, you want people to still have a reason to walk over to that part of Animal Kingdom because
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
to spread your crowd out.
Exactly.
And so anyway,
So that was a good call.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they watched our show, but but anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure they did, Alex.
But
Oh,
anyway, to their credit, that's I wasn't, I was hoping they'd do something, give us a little something extra with Tron, or give us a little something extra with the Ratatouille ride, rather than copy and paste. I do have to say, again, to their credit, all the stuff that's coming is new. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be things that they haven't done elsewhere. So I'm hoping, and they know that, they don't have the benefit of, us not knowing what the rides look like in other places. I think of all the cool things that they did at Fantasy Springs there, um, overseas, that opened recently. There's some rides. The Frozen ride has some really incredible effects. Um, and so, and other rides as well. But
mhm,
anyway,
mhm.
they've got to realize that, with what's coming, hopefully they will, truly give us some stuff that really wows us.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping, and that's all I'll say about that right now. But um, at any rate, we may cover a little bit
Yeah,
more, more of this in detail a little bit later. Um, but at any rate, there's some good deals there.
yeah,
If you're looking to, a lot of people, Jillian said that a lot of people are booking with her, which doesn't surprise me. They're booking Disney and Universal
yeah.
this year because they want to see, um, they
Epic.
want to see Epic. So they're coming and they're doing Epic Universe and Disney, which is kind of what we're planning on doing.
Yeah, and I
Uh,
gotta say, one thing that Universal has done that Jillian said she feels like, people have reached out about wanting to, do stuff at Universal. But with the current stipulation they have to in order to go to Epic Universe, that has turned some people away, and they're just like, oh well, I'll just wait. Like, I want to see Epic, and
right,
they're kind of
exactly.
paywalling Epic and kind of upselling,
Yes.
upcharging people in order to
Yes.
have access to Epic Universe, and so that's kind of biting them a little bit right now. I think, granted, there are going to be people that say, you know what, who cares?
Right.
I'll pay what I
Right.
have to because I want to see the new shiny things. And
Now, do you
so,
think, William, that is a um well, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Do you think that's a way for them to possibly control some of the crowds at Epic?
I 100% do. I
Mhm.
definitely, I definitely think that's a significant part of it.
Yeah.
Um, and so, let's see, if we go down, Charlie and Susie want to get their Wands Universal. Yes.
Mhm.
Maybe y'all
Mhm.
could do all of Anders. It's a really, really neat experience.
It
Uh,
is. Yeah, it
and
is.
Wyatt got the, Harry's one there. We got it at the airport. We actually got it on Yeah, it is crowd control, 100%. Agreed, Tina. But we actually got Wyatt's wand at the airport. We didn't even go to Universal on that trip. But we got Wyatt's wand at the airport, or got him a wand at the airport. And then it was, it was really neat. Real quick sidebar. We do a great job of giving Disney cast members their props. But the team member there at
we do too, Michelle.
They're Diagon Alley at Ollivanders. I told her, I said, hey, I said, my son, we got him this wand on a previous trip, but it's his first time here with it. And it's not working for him, and he's getting a little bit upset. Is there anything you could do? And she said, let me go check out your wand. There must be some sort of issue with it. Why it's not casting spells like it should be. So let me see if I can make a repair real quick. So she took it to the back and then came back out. And essentially what had happened, the tip of the wand, the sensor at the end of the wand had kind of been scuffed just a little bit. And so I think she just replaced the tip of the wand, and it worked like a champ. So anyway, Wyatt had the best time doing that, and we will look forward to seeing the magic the magic windows that they have at Epic.
Absolutely, looking forward to the Ministry of Magic, which is the Harry Potter park at Epic. So they have, as you can see, they have, these amazing, these really good 30% on rooms, select Disney resorts when you stay 5 nights or longer. That's what Disney has done here to try and keep you on Disney property. Their specials are, from 3 to 5 days. They want you to stay. They want you to stay on Disney property, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
And Jillian can navigate that for you if you're interested.
Also, pro tip, if you stay on property at both places, just a heads up here for anybody, and this is a tip that Jillian would share with you. If you plan on doing split stay between Universal and Disney, and you stay on property at Universal and Disney, Universal will actually take you to Disney property after your time and your trip is completed at Universal. Really incredibly classy move on their part, in my opinion.
It is. I think so too.
But Alex, you said Lily will love Seuss Land. Wyatt has talked about Seuss Land.
Yeah.
He loved Harry Potter. He loved so many things at Universal. But he absolutely loved Seuss Land. And he continues to ask, I want to go back to Seuss Land with Papa, because Dad got him a cupcake.
Justice loves that.
Yeah, and so Dad got him a thing 1, thing 2 cupcake, and so it's funny because he was supposed to keep it on the down low, I think, but he ratted Dad out, and which it didn't bother us. I mean, it's a cupcake, so anyway. Will they slow down the car when they drop you at Disney? That's pretty good.
That's a good question.
That's funny, Alex. But anyway,
there's a catch, right?
he had the best time. He loved all the rides there. And so he wants to. We've already talked about it. He likes to watch ride through videos on YouTube, and which of course, but anyway, he likes to watch ride through videos on YouTube. And so the High in the Sky Seuss trolley, the Circus McGurkus side was closed, and so he said, "I have to go back with I want to go back with Seuss Land with Papa so we can ride the Circus McGurkus side of the Seuss trolley." So anyway,
so much fun. So
but yes.
We covered all that. And
I love it too, Tina.
We really look forward to always to go into Universal. Universal, since they opened, and Disney, Disney used to push Universal. Disney was always in the lead, and Universal, they stepped up to the plate in a big way with the Harry Potter parks.
No, they did.
And,
And really, I think
they hit that out of the park.
Yeah, and Disney fumbled that one big time.
They did.
They big time because
totally did.
they have sold and continue to sell a ton of robes, and the wands, the whole 9 yards. It's quite the draw for them.
It is, and we're still amazingly excited about the Ministry of Magic in the new park. So Harry Potter, and they absolutely, of course, J.K. Rowling was directly involved with the construction of the first park, which is Hogsmeade.
Yeah,
and they just honestly, I don't know how Disney could have done any better than what Universal did with it. So I love it. Props to Universal. Love Universal. They are serious.
I mean, the Forbidden Journey ride still stands up. I mean, my word. It's. Yes. I mean, I can remember the first time riding it. I mean, you face every terrifying thing, minus Voldemort in that ride.
Yeah,
it's
it really is. It's amazing. They did such a good job with that.
Next item.
Moving on from that, I just wanted to mention that a new AP magnet, they hinted at a new AP magnet that's coming, and it really, really looks like, guys, it's going to be the Princess and the Frog. It could be Ray. Everybody kind of thinks that it might be Ray, the lightning bug. So we're excited about that. And I couldn't, you notice these two ladies in the front of this boat. I went ahead and shared mine and Tina McNeil's ride video. This was the first time we had ridden Tiana's Bayou Adventure in December. It's just been a few weeks ago. And there's the ride video from it. And Tina and I just really enjoyed it. Do I think it's as good as Splash Mountain? It's not. It's just not. Let's just be honest. It's not. It doesn't have nearly as many animatronics, and that wow factor is not there with Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But it's a cute, it's a cute ride. I don't honestly, I was hoping that they would really wow me with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and they didn't. But we've talked about that. It is a cute ride. The music is a lot of fun. There's some cute animatronics, not nearly as many as there were in Splash Mountain, but we did have a good time. And this is mine and Tina McNeil's ride video. Tons of fun. We were in the front, and oh my goodness, Tina said, I've got a couple of shorts of this on the channel. And at the end of, one of the rides after, when we go down the drop, Tina says, well, they have actually increased the splash. And it did kind of seem like it, because we got really, 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 really covered. So, Mousier's floating in the Jaws ride.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I remember that. I had forgotten that. I had forgotten that, Alex. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And since we're on that note, they've been doing some Jurassic Park related posts. Universal Studios has, because they said, if only there was a theme park where you could go to see dinosaurs. In obvious reference to some of the phased closure of the Dino Land and Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, whoever runs the Universal social media accounts takes some swipes at Disney, and they're always good natured but funny. Yeah. Some of them are hilarious. Sometimes they really get them. So so there's that. We enjoyed it. So
good.
So we'll look forward to that new annual pass holder magnet that's coming out. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get there to get it, but anyway. We'll see. And this is okay, guys. Okay, if you don't, I know this is really strange, but if you don't follow the Orlando International Airport Facebook account, you should, because they do. I don't know who, again, I don't know who runs their social media or their Facebook account in particular, but they do the cutest post related to Disney. And they made this post last week on their Facebook page, this photo of their control tower with an overlay, of course, that harkens back to Walt Disney World's 25th anniversary when they turned the Cinderella Castle into a birthday cake. And this post read, in 25, we're manifesting all sweet adventures. So that is so cute. And of course, to the right there
It's
is
so funny. What it actually looks like. Yeah, that
really cute.
That cracked me up. There are lots of people who should have put a trigger warning before this slide. there's the birthday cake castle really continues to bother folks.
Oh, sorry. I'm just not seeing the comments. Sorry, guys. I didn't give you any warning.
Oh, that's funny.
And, my eyes. I'm so sorry, Alex. Alex, forgive me, my friend.
It's so funny.
Alex is freaking out. I'm so sorry. I should have warned you. Alex, I am sorry. I know that you were a cast member when they did the. I should have put a picture of the Cinderella Castle and the cake up there too. But yeah, Alex was a cast member during the 25th anniversary when they turned Cinderella Castle into a huge Pepto-Bismol pink birthday cake, and it was kind of a nightmare for him, I think. It was brides were canceling their weddings, at Disney because they didn't want, they wanted the regular castle in the background. They didn't want that birthday cake. It was, what if Well, I see, Alex, I did, in my defense, I didn't actually put a picture of the Cinderella Castle birthday cake up there. So, you're welcome. But this post was really cute. This was
fun.
Really great. At any rate, that's what they did. Now, guys, I guess you recognize this picture, William. Space Mountain at Walt Disney World celebrates its 50th anniversary. It opened on January the 15th, 1975, y'all. And this is, these are some of the fun facts. Can you believe? Golly. William, you shared this with Dad and me in our family group chat, and it's so cool. Space Mountain 50 years fun facts, and some of the things on this little this little meme. At 183 feet, Space Mountain is 1 foot shorter than the NASA Space Shuttle. Wow. 3 astronauts participated in opening day, and they were Gordon Cooper, Jim Irwin, and Scott Carpenter. So there were astronauts who participated in that opening day ceremony. It would take 22 rides every day since Space Mountain opened for you to reach the moon.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yes,
The Starport 75 gateway entrance refers to the year 1975 when it opened. Space Mountain is the longest operating coaster in Florida. And Walt Disney pitched the idea for a, quote, Matterhorn in space. Pretty cool there. Space Mountain has 2 tracks, Alpha and Omega. I did not know that those were the names of the 2 tracks. Did you, William?
I did.
Now I didn't.
I did.
I did not. I did not know that. So that was really cool. Space Mountain is an outer space themed indoor roller coaster in Tomorrowland, located at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom in Bay Lake, Florida. The Dark Ride, which opened on January the 15th, 1975, is the original version of the iconic attraction. So Space Mountain in Walt Disney World opened first. It's the original ride, and it has been replicated at other Disney theme park locations worldwide, with the exception of Shanghai Disneyland. It's one of the first computer-operated roller coasters and is the oldest operating roller coaster in the state of Florida. So just some fun facts there for you. And this particular picture on the screen here is a 2008 picture of the boys in front of, you can see William's wearing his band t-shirt. There was a band trip, and his best friend and one of our channel mods, Clay, and of course that's my youngest son, Adam. Adam has grown quite a bit since then. But it's a cool picture of y'all there. And so I pulled that one out of the archives as a favorite. And my husband Jeff, now this is his wording. My husband Jeff always says, "I was the first 1,000 to ride Space Mountain." Now, William and I teased him mercilessly about that wording, because obviously what he means is I was one of the first 1,000 guests to ride Space Mountain, but he always said I was the first 1,000. So that's how William and I, poke at him with it. But he was on a school trip. My husband was on a school trip in 1975, not long after this opened, and he was among the first 1,000 people to ever ride, which is a pretty little cool claim to fame there. But so, happy 50th anniversary to Space Mountain, an oldie but a goodie, folks. And I'm wearing my Space Mountain 50th anniversary Walt Disney World ears for this one. So
I love Space Mountain. I wish they still had the fun interactive stuff in the line queue that they had for a brief period of time. Like all the little mini games and stuff you could play. Was pretty cool.
It was. And they, I think they, so many things like that. And this is something that Disney World has disappointed us on. They have not kept up their rides like they should have, like those pieces like that, which are talking about the interactive rides in the line queue. Before Splash Mountain closed, there were many of the animatronics that weren't working. That maintenance piece that Disney was just known for being sticklers on is not there anymore. It's just not, and I really wish they would.
They've definitely lowered the bar on that. It's disappointing, especially to those who can remember when things were, top notch and pristine. They get outed quite a bit, on social media, and then after attention is drawn to something, it's within the week that they usually end up fixing it. So credit then, but credit for the response. But if you don't, you're keeping an eye on things and you're proactively maintaining things like you should, then that you won't have to get punked out on social media
exactly
to fix something.
And they literally cannot move a trash can without WWNT or Mickey Blog or some YouTuber picking up on it. So but the thing is, back in the day, and I hate saying this because Alex at it breaks my heart, as I'm sure it does many of you. They were proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
So, at any rate, happy 50th to one of our favorites, Space
Yeah.
Mountain in my favorite land, Tomorrowland.
Yeah. One of my favorites too.
Yeah.
This is one of those, if it was the end of the night and we're deciding to go ride something,
Yeah.
Pirates is number one, but Space Mountain's probably number two for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get to ride it often enough. Granted, I think Wyatt's tall enough now to ride it. I think he might have been tall enough on the last trip to ride it, but we just didn't make it. But anyway, yeah, it's love Space Mountain.
Absolutely.
It really is incredible. They've done things over time to make small tweaks here and there, but when you consider some of these older attractions, that have withstood the test of time, it's just credit to those Imagineers that that had the foresight to and put in the effort to make it make these experiences that have withstood the test of time.
Absolutely. Hang on just one second.
All right.
All righty. Just thinking I was hearing something, guys. We look forward, to seeing what Disney has planned, for this year. I can tell you that I have been disappointed, guys, in a lot of the moves that they've made. I think they're planning on doing away with Frontierland altogether at some point. It certainly seems like that's the plan. But we're kind of hanging in there at this point, and we're going to see what they decide to do. They do not have the permits yet to remove Tom Sawyer Island and River of America. So we'll see. We'll see if they come to their senses on that. Pirates and Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Lily has seen Small World. Yes. Oh, the doll ride. Oh, how sweet.
Tiger holding the umbrella. That's super cute.
Ride. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
really cute.
I agree, Alex. Yeah, that's so sweet. I'll tell you this one story, and then we'll move along. As we went as a family, our whole family went. Grandkids, kids, grandkids. The only one missing was Adam.
Mm-hmm.
We took the whole family this
Last
past June, and May. Was it in May? Oh, it was the end of May. It was the end of May. And our youngest granddaughter, Whitley, when we rode, and we filled up pretty much the whole boat on It's a Small World. She's 18. She was she was a little over 1. She may not have turned 1, but her eyes and her expressions as we rode through It's a Small World, y'all, were worth the price of admission. They were worth every penny that we paid for that trip to see her eyes. And she was pointing, and she was just, she was delighted in that ride. She absolutely was animated in that ride. And, little baby girl, she was in, my eldest son's arms, her dad, and she was just pointing and laughing and smiling. And she was just wide-eyed with that magic of a child at Disney World for the first time that we love so much. And that, is something, that's why we go, y'all. That's why we go. It was absolutely precious. And I have video of it. She was laughing and pointing, and I just finally started videoing because it was so precious. But at any rate, we had a great time. And that last slide, Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's 2025. Epic Universe opens this year. Hopefully, mom's got an AP once again, and so hopefully mom will make some trips out to Disney World, and hopefully planning to visit Epic this year as well. Would love to make it out to Disneyland for the 70th as well. But happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for supporting us. Some of y'all been with us for a long time. Whether you've been with us since day one or you showed up yesterday, we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
We appreciate your support and encouragement, and we're thankful to know you.
Yeah, I hope so too, Alex. Yeah, absolutely. And Tina, I'm one of those kids that never lost love of Small World. I love it. I absolutely do. And a lot of it is because I love the Sherman Brothers so much and Mary Blair. The Imagineers who did that, and the fact that it was introduced at the 1964 World's Fair. I love the history, of It's a Small World so much too, and it's great. It's just such a Disney classic.
Yeah.
And straight out of Walt's head. But,
yeah.
Let's see. Do we want William? I don't suppose you have a pack of Lorcana cards.
I do.
You do?
I do, but they are.
Can you reach them?
Not necessarily. not without fear of knocking over the stream and
knocking over the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. So I'll let you open tonight, and I can only see. I can only see a tiny bit of my screen, so it would be very difficult for me to
to do it. Yeah,
to open it and see what I'm actually opening. So
gotcha. Okay. So here's all right. First. Yep. Here we go, Alex. Alex, I'm sorry. I'm just causing all kinds of problems in the Kennett household tonight. So, do you guys want me to open the Shimmering Skies? Chef Donald, or the Ursula's Return with Ariel there? Which first did I see? In the Tina says Donald. Oh, sorry, Alex.
That's funny.
Okay,
funny.
And I opened
says Donald. Jason says Donald.
Okay.
Happy New Year to you too, Michelle. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks,
it's very sweet.
That means so much to us. That just makes my day. I appreciate that so much. Okay, I'm gonna open Donald, and let's see the inside pack. Was this a hanger, guys? So the pack inside, look at, ooh, cool. Look at, how cool is that? Neat. Love it. Yay. So Wreck-It Ralph, Penelope on front. Okay, see what we get right quick. Not to hold y'all up too much longer. There we go. Okay, so hypnotic deduction. Great mouse detective. Cool. Oh, I like that card.
Baker Street.
Like that card. Okay. Potion of Might.
Cool.
That's a neat one. Now, I have not opened many cards from Ursula's Return. So, Gazelle. Love it.
Donald Shimmering Skies, right?
Oh yeah, Donald was Shimmering Skies. yeah, the other pack was Ariel and Ursula's Return. Yeah, this is Shimmering Skies. But I haven't opened many of those either.
Yeah.
So there's Gazelle from Zootopia. Earth Giant.
Cool.
Earth Giant. Let's see what else we got. These are commons. These are all commons. Dopey.
Neat.
Yeah, that is a neat Dopey, I'll have to say. And Vision of the Future. Vision of the Future.
Cool.
And these are all commons. Okay, and we have Bruni. Now this one's one I've never seen before. I'm gonna have to go back this way.
That's
I've
super
never
cute.
seen this one before.
Very
Isn't that
cute.
adorable? From Frozen. Frozen 2, I guess. And then we have an uncommon here, Alan Adale. That's a fun one from Robin Hood.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a fun one. Love that one. And that's an uncommon. Then we have Bashful. And y'all, I have seen people, that collect all of the Seven Dwarfs cards and then, hang them all together in like a collage. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But that's Bashful, and Bashful is an uncommon. And here we have, okay, now this is ooh, look at this one. The Queen. This is what is that, a rare?
Let's scoot over a little bit. I can't tell. I go left. There you go. That's a super rare, actually.
Yeah. For some reason, my brain will not retain the symbols. The Queen.
Yeah, super rare. Very cool.
That's a great card. Look at that. What a beautiful card. What a great picture. Great picture. Another super rare, guys, of Pete.
Neat.
Old school Pete.
That's cool.
Steamboat Mickey Pete. Wow. Neat. And then the hollow is a common Rut. Okay, you're going to have to help me on this one.
Let's go scoot to the left a little bit. All right. Oh, I'm drawing the biggest blank. It's not Brother Bear related, is it?
It's a moose, possibly. Y'all give us an assist on this one. Rut. That's a hollow. It's a beautiful hollow. It's a common. So 2 super rares and a hollow common out of this box. At any rate, not bad pulls there. I did not have any of those cards, but as I said, yep. I've opened very few Shimmering Skies packs. So,
yes, Brother Bear.
Brother Bear, gotcha. Yeah. Now, Brother Bear, guys, is one of those obscure ones that that is like at the bottom of my list.
Rut and Took are
okay.
They 2 very friendly moose who always seem to bicker amongst themselves.
Gotcha. I don't even remember Brother Bear.
I think I saw it in theaters, and I don't know that I've seen it since. Charlie, it's a moose.
Good night, Charlie. Good night, Charlie. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate it so much, Alex. We appreciate it.
Getting pretty late. I'm gonna go ahead and go to channel news. But the sweet pulls there, Mom. It's neat, cool stuff there. 2 super rares in the pack is pretty nice. Can't complain. So channel news. If you need help, it's a new year. If you're looking to go to Disney this year, reach out to Jillian. And her information's in the description below. If you need help, getting synced up with her, you can always message us on Instagram. We'll pass you over to her. But yeah, she's works for Mickey Travels. She's been, she's gotten a lot of leads recently, and picked up some bookings, even some last minute bookings. There's somebody traveling in February, said, "Hey, I need help," and so they, their trips, ballpark 30 days out or so. So anyway, she was able to get them taken care of, and get them the supply them with the information they need. Anyway, yeah, if you need the assistance of a travel agent, reach out to us and we'll point you over to Jillian. Let's see. Mom will talk more about her recent Walt Disney World trip next week, so be sure to join us for that. We got some plans for this year. Fun.
I do. I'm working on some stuff that I haven't even talked with you about yet, William. So I'm still kind of working on it. So I'm anxious to introduce some of that.
Thanks to our channel members. Thanks to those, those that are sub to us. Thank you. Special thanks to our moderators as well for them, keeping the chat family friendly. Lots of wonderful channels represented in the chat. We thank all of y'all for being here. You got a lot of ways you can spend your time on a Tuesday night, and we're thankful.
Thank you, Mr. Jim.
And blessed that you choose to spend it with us. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Carolyn Wife. Thank you to T. McNeil, Brian Eisenhart, Alex Kennett. Here for the comments, Dave Stragan, Dean the Turkey Legster, Michelle the Quilter, Dapper Vanta Crew, Jonathan Chung, Najuma Brown, Jane in Travels, So Cargo, Jason Thibodeau, and Joseph Dion. We appreciate all of you, and thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Always fun to come together and, talk about all things Disney and Universal as well. It's a new year, there's, people have resolutions and things like that, just, take some time, but, with the new year, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. If you need to hit the reset button on some aspect of your life, do that. And, the best way to have success in that is to get somebody to help keep you accountable also. It takes a lot of self-motivation, to set a goal for yourself, and achieve it all on your own. But if you tell a friend, a loved one, or, a close friend about your goal, they can help, ask you about it, and help keep you on track. So, anyway, but, again, thank you all for being here. Lots of fun memories to be made, this year. Made wonderful memories last year. Like Mom said, the big family trip had, could have never foreseen that. We knew the girls were coming, but Steve and Jamie and Whitley showed up too, and that was the best surprise. Just missed Adam on that trip from having everybody there.
Everybody there,
so,
yeah.
Anyway,
it's a great year. We're blessed.
Some wonderful memories from the previous year, and we look forward to making more memories this year and sharing them with all of you. So thank you for being here. We really do appreciate you.
Yeah. Everybody have a blessed 2025, and go make something good happen. Stay positive, and do something. Do something good for somebody else. It always makes us feel better, or it does me, to focus on somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time to help somebody else. So, again, Happy New Year. We wish y'all absolutely the best, and thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you and treasure your friendship.
Yeah, if you haven't already, check out theliveplace.com, check out TubeBuddy, check out Stickermule. We got more information on all that in the description below.
Jason using those emojis.
Thanks, Jason. We remember we go live every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. And again, salute to our friends on the team replay. We appreciate you too. And a special shout out to Lisa, Keith, and Joey of It's Joey's World. Wonderful channel. Check them out if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live. Check us out. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X. If you want to reach out to us directly, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. Anything else you wanted to cover, Mom?
I can't think of anything. Just a good to be back, here in the new year, and we look forward to, the planning. When you're looking at the year and you're planning out, we might do this month and this that month, and maybe we could go to Disney this month. You realize how short the year actually is.
Yeah.
So don't waste any time.
Yeah, we're almost at the midway point in January already.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it goes that quickly.
Goes fast. Good to have you back, William.
Yeah, good to be back. Yeah, hopefully at some point my environment will look a bit more familiar. Hoping to get my desk set up with all my fun knickknacks. Sometime soon. We'll see. I stay pretty busy right now. But anyway, hope to get my desk, at least my desk set up. That way I'm not streaming from a closet. But anyway, I hope.
I think the acoustics are really good in a closet.
Okay, well, good. I'm surprised.
A lot of people when they do podcasts will stream from.
I have heard that. I've heard that.
Yes.
I've heard people doing like voiceovers for like books and stuff too. It's pretty funny. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully my surroundings will, at some point look much more familiar with my, my desk and the hutch over it, and all my fun stuff in the background with my knickknacks. Hopefully we can get that rolling again here pretty soon. But anyway, it's a work in progress. I got a whole lot to do. But thanks to all of you. It's wonderful to be with you again. Hope you all have a happy new year. Hope you are all blessed. Hope everybody has a great year ahead.
And at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry back. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you. Happy New Year. Have a blessed evening.